Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Latrell, and today I got the Z Flip4 over here, as you can see. So this is going to be my first foldable review. So I always have foldable phones, but I never really put in the time to do a review on it. I don't know why, but the phones I use most, I never really do a review on for some reason. So but today I got the Z Flip4. I had this thing for almost 2 months now, but it's still been a month, so I'm trying to decide if I want to clickbait this and call it 2 months or not. So we're gonna find out if this thing's worth it, especially coming from the Z Flip3, because yeah, this is gonna be interesting. So y'all know what we gotta do. Let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so this video is going to be interesting because, like, let's just keep it a buck here. So, I never really been a flip guy because even though I got every single flip, like the original one, the 5G, the Flip 3 and all that, I never really got into the flip like that. I have enough experience from using it a lot, but I never really got into flips like that. I always been into folds because I never really understood why I would want to get this and then just fold it like that to be able to not really use it. This is going to be thicker, especially with this case right here, as you can see, but I always like how I got a regular phone right here and then I can just unfold it into a tablet. You got the S Pen that works on the Fold 4 like you don't on the Flip 4 over here. But we is talking about $1,800 versus, or $2,000 versus $1,000. So if you want a foldable, then you ain't really got no choice. But I do see a lot of people in my city with a flip and even with the same issues, which I'll talk about in a second. But let's just go ahead and get into the Flip 4 review. I'm rambling. So if you want to go and see the specs on this, just go ahead and look here on the right side of the screen. That's got everything basically that you need. Y'all know I don't really do specs like that, but if you want to go and find out, it's all over here on the right side of the screen. And just in case you're wondering, I got the 512 version, so that's the highest storage they got. So let's go and get into the first thing about the phone, and that's going to be the cameras on this, the front and back. So I took these cameras to both Chicago and Madison, Wisconsin, which, let's just forget Chicago for a second. Madison is the most beautiful, modern looking city I ever seen, so I had to take this there. I live in Kenosha, which is an hour away from Chicago and about 2 hours away from Madison, so I had to go ahead and see what these cameras are all about. I took some pictures and videos with it, and y'all can tell me for yourself what the cameras look like. So this is going to be the camera on the Galaxy Z Flip4. As you see, getting some good zooms in. Pretty good camera, I gotta say. But to be honest with y'all, looks pretty much exactly the same as the Flip 3, at least in my eyes. I can't really tell that much of a difference, but you might be able to. So let me know in the comments below what y'all think about this camera. Kind of more importantly, in a way, let me know how the audio sounds out here, because at least with newer Galaxies, I noticed, like, in my opinion, I'm not really preferring it that much. We're out here in Madison, Wisconsin at the Wisconsin State Capitol. So let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about this far zoom. All right, so let's do a little nighttime video comparison on the Z Flip4 versus the 3. So right now we got it in 4K 60 on the Flip 4. As you can see, let's go and get some zoom ins real quick. And let's go over here, see how this thing looks. And I'm gonna show you just how much the same these cameras is. So just take a good look at this, and then now I'll show you the 3. All right, so now we got the Flip 3. So as you can see here, zooming in again to those buildings over there. Somebody got their car over there. Zooming in over here. Yeah, literally the same exact thing. You're not upgrading from really nothing at all. So you might as well just use a Flip 3 camera, or just stick with the Flip 3 if you're trying to upgrade to the camera on the 4, which there's really no upgrade, so don't do it. So all right, Latrell, maybe there's an upgrade on the front camera, so you tell me. I'm recording on the Flip 4 right now. Again, just getting these nighttime shots in. I can't zoom in doing 4K 60, but let me know how this looks. Getting the Capitol in the background. Now we got the Flip 3, so I'm turning this around real quick. It looks a little bit darker, but it's really not that big of a difference. And I can see the stability's on. I don't know if that's not a thing on the 4 or what, but this thing's real stable. So, yeah, not bad. All right, so again, we're on the Flip 4. We're at the Madison Public Library, getting those colors in, as you can see. Now let me go ahead and zoom in over here. All right, cool. Now let's go over here to the sign, which says Madison Public Library. Like I said, the world's most modern library. And Now we're on the Flip 3. So again, let's go over here real quick. We got the colors. We're gonna go over here to zoom into this building. All right, cool. Now we got the Madison Public Library sign once again, and exactly the same. I'm telling y'all, there's no difference. All right, y'all. So let me know what y'all think about the cameras on the Z Flip 4, and I just want to go ahead and put this out here real quick for the record. Y'all gonna hear a common theme with this video, and it's gonna be around the same words as it's pretty much the same. And I'm gonna be talking about the Z Flip 3. You take the Flip 3 and take pictures with it against the Flip 4. It's gonna look like I took the same picture twice on the same phone. Now, yeah, the lower light pictures do look better on the Flip 4, but I'm not gonna lie. In some cases, the Flip 3 look even better than the Flip 4. What? Now, Samsung advertised this camcorder mode with the Flip 4 where you can just go ahead and record and hold it like this. But if I go and grab my Flip 3, I'm just like, you know I could do the same exact thing, right? I don't know if it came through an update or what, but you could do it on here too. It ain't nothing special, it's just software. So yeah, the camera does look good, but let's be real, what flagship don't have a good camera these days? But yeah, coming from the Flip 3, you're not missing nothing. Next up is the build quality and the design. So first off, let me just get this off here real quick. Rah, as Flossie Carter says. A beautiful looking design over here, man, I gotta say. And I love that they did these sidings here where it does get more fingerprints, but I love how shiny it is on the sides. If you look on the Flip 3, you can see that it's actual matte and it's rounded and things like that. But if you look over here, it's more squarish and it's shiny. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm not gonna lie though, I always like the glossy look more on phones like the Flip 3. But on the Flip 4, the matte don't look that bad with this color. I got the pink gold to match with my whatever color this is called in my Fold 4. And they also got like a sky blue, I think it's called. Also looks dope. I gotta say, Samsung really came out with some dope colors this year. And that's because they know they ain't really changing nothing from the Flip 3. So they gotta do something. So yeah, build quality, design, all that. Let's talk about the build quality real quick. So first off, I did get a little scratch here in my hinge. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere on there. Now the build quality, that's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be an issue. I don't know if you see what I'm getting at, but I think that could be an issue for some people. Remember when I was talking about I saw all those people with a Flip out here in Kenosha? So about that, it seems to have the same exact issue where it cracks down here in the middle, and with Midwest weather, I don't know how that's gonna work out with mine. Now I don't know if they had a Flip 3 or a Flip 4 because they look exactly the same besides the color, and I couldn't see the colors, so I'm just SOL. I never had that cracking issue down the middle, but I've definitely seen it. Like with my Chase clerk, I seen somebody doing DoorDash where they had it in the middle. I don't know if it was a screen protector or what, but yeah, that's the issue. If Samsung really got it that bad where it's cracking that widespread, then they got to get on top of that. That's their ultra thin glass where it flexes and all that. To keep seeing pictures online is one thing, but to see it in person all over the place is another thing, and that's just crazy to me. When you see it in person with your own eyes, you're just kind of like, oh shit, this is actually a problem. They got to get on this. And the thing is, I don't even see it happening that much with the Fold 4 versus the Flip 4. I think it's just a Flip issue. Like, yeah, people had their issues where it cracked down the middle with the Fold, but I ain't seen it nowhere near as bad as the Flip. So yeah, build quality and design for me at least is alright, but I don't know, it could depend. And by the way, they do have a screen protector on here installed just out the box, so that's dope. Next up is the software and the performance. So because I never really did a foldable review, I'm going to talk about it, but I'm pretty sure you already know about this. The foldable phone, at least the Flip right here, got a bunch of software features. If I go to YouTube, I could watch my video that I was already watching and put this thing, or okay, MKBHD, that's cool too, and put it in flex mode like this. I do that a lot. Not even gonna cap, I do watch ASMR recently. I've been doing that kind of a lot. And pretty much I'll just go to bed, I put in my headphones, I'll just put it up on my nightstand like this, and then just let the video play until, you know, I go to sleep or whatever. You got that? And I'm gonna say it, gimmicky camcorder feature right here, cause who in their right mind wants to go ahead and record videos like this? What's the point? To flex? To flex? But me and my whole family meet up in Texas every year, kind of like as a family reunion-ish, but it's just like the immediate family. And I remember, I don't know if it was my Fold or my Flip, but we took like a family picture, and I'm the only one that got the foldable, so we went ahead and grabbed my phone, we took a picture like this, and then we told Samsung to take the picture or whatever, and you know, just like that. It was easy. I think I still got it as my personal Twitter cover. So if it was my personal Twitter cover, then yeah. I think, yeah, okay, so it was my Fold then, because it had to have been landscape if it was my Twitter cover. So yeah, it was my Fold 2 probably. And even this picture right here, the cover screen preview is dope, I gotta say. So I gotta say, bro, have you ever had a woman make you take pictures of her with your phone? Let her use this right here. She can see herself, and man, it saves you so much time, because taking a picture of a woman when she wants you to take a picture of her, you have to go through at least like 15 or 20 pictures, right? If your girl got you on camera duty, then go ahead and bust out your Flip and turn on that cover screen preview. And I don't know, maybe she might be able to see herself, but let's be real. Okay, there's still gonna be about 13,000 pictures you gotta take anyway. But it's not even just right there. You can go ahead and leave this thing folded. You could go ahead and double click on the power button, and then you still got it right here where you can go and change your mode and things like that. Let me go and just get through this tutorial real quick. You can get video. Like, it's dope. Me personally, I don't really find a reason to use this, but I mean, it's cool. And you can see that I'm recording myself right now, and you still get the full video. But with the Snapdragon and all that in there, you got One UI 4 right now. We're gonna get One UI 5 soon. I'm pretty sure, I think you can get into the beta. I don't really remember. All right, so yeah, there is a One UI 5 beta right now for the Flip 4. So if you wanna go and upgrade to that right now, you can. And just the software, just scrolling around and just doing all this stuff is super smooth. Got no issues with that, so cool. And that's even without 120 hertz. I got it on 120 hertz right now, but if I go and put this on 60 hertz, it still feels smooth. And because of Samsung, you know it's Samsung, they're gonna have all their features like the Good Lock and all that. Good Lock is the most goated app I ever used, man. It's so dope. And like, look at this. If I go and fold this, you can see with Good Lock, I was able to pull up, and I did a video on this, but I played Fortnite on this cover screen right here. It was crazy. So you can basically put any app on here you want to. So I got YouTube right now. Let me go ahead and unlock this real quick. You got a full YouTube app on your cover screen, man. Just look at that. Imagine that. Watching YouTube on your cover screen. I don't care if it's a gimmick. That's dope. Let me go ahead and just cut him out real quick. There you go. There's MKBHD. That's dope. Next up is a battery, and just straight from the jump, if you're gonna upgrade from the Flip 3 to the Flip 4, the battery better be your reason why. I don't know what kind of crack they put in this phone, but the battery life in here is gonna easily last me all day. And then some. That's with 5G, auto brightness, the always on display, everything's on, and I ain't got no issues with the battery on here. As for the charging speeds on here, it's pretty good. I can charge it in about an hour just plugging it in, or wireless charging probably about like an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes. But yeah, battery life and charging speeds, you don't gotta worry about it with this. You did have to worry about it with the Flip 3, and that was everything people just complained about with the Flip 3. Basically, since the Galaxy Z Flip came out, it ain't really been good, but the Flip 4 just turned that around. Next up is the speakers. So I do got stereo speakers, one here at the top and one here at the bottom, so I'll just let y'all listen for yourself. We got this thing on max volume right now. That ain't bad. Now, I definitely heard louder, but that ain't bad. Let me go and bust out the Flip 3 real quick and y'all can listen to this too. Sounds about the same. Next up is the fingerprint scanner. So capacitive always gonna run the game. You got no issues with the Flip 4. It's pretty much the same thing as the Flip 3 and maybe even the Flip 5G and the Flip and all that stuff. But you can see I got no issues with that. I don't really have any reading errors here with the Flip 4, and you got the gestures with the fingerprint scanner for the notifications, which I'll turn on real quick to show y'all. Finger sensor gesture. So you got the notification panel and you got Samsung Wallet. So I forgot about that. So you can go and swipe up for the wallet, and if I go ahead and close out that real quick, we can go and get to our notifications. Just like, wait, hold up. Let me get out here real quick. There we go, notifications. Me personally, I turn this off because I just do it accidentally too much, and maybe I'll do it to fidget with it too much, and then that's all some other issues, so I can't do that. Next up is that screen. So this is Samsung we're talking about. I don't really need to talk too much about this, but we got the 2160 HDR on YouTube. As you can see, that's the max I got on here. So quality is gonna be dope, and the aspect ratio is still gonna be a little awkward for social media and all that, but just using it every day, I don't really got that many issues with it. And the crease here in the middle, you can feel it just swiping, but you kind of forget about it over time. Even just looking here, you can see I got a whole bunch of fingerprints, but you can see it, but again, it's kind of like a notch, you just forget about it. Trust me, you might notice it when you first get it, and you might notice it less because when you first open the phone, it's not gonna have as much of a crease. It's gonna get worse over time. But even when it get quote unquote worse, it's not even that bad. And as for the cover screen, it's just a cover screen, but it is AMOLED, and I'm pretty sure it's just 60 hertz, but it looks pretty good to me. It's pretty cool that I got all these functions and stuff like that here just on the cover screen. Even though it's not like a whole screen or nothing, it's cool that we got this. Definitely better than this, right? We definitely came a long way from these days. The only thing that's whack is, as I said earlier, there's no technology in the screen to use an S Pen. So if you try, it ain't gonna do nothing. Now let's talk about everything I gotta do with cellular. So on here, I use T-Mobile and I ain't had no issues with that, but it's not gonna support the ultra wideband that you already know about. But I did hear it's gonna support C-band, so I don't know what's up with that. But you can use the N41 and all that, you know, the sub 6 that I use with T-Mobile. You're gonna have no issues with that, and I have no cellular issues, so that's cool. I don't know why Samsung gives it to the Flip like that, but if you want stuff like that, you need to get the Fold. Like, that's why I use the Fold, because you got the ultra wideband and all that that you can get in Chicago. Now let's do a call test. All right, so this is gonna be me talking through my Fold 4 to the Flip 4 on speakerphone, max volume. Let me know what y'all think about this. And I'm talking on the earpiece right now. All right, so now we're talking through my Flip 4 to the Fold 4, talking on the earpiece. So let me know what y'all think about this. All right, so now talking on the speakerphone and the Flip 4. So let me know what y'all think about this. How's the sound quality? And let me go ahead and fold this real quick. So we'll see if we can actually hear the click when we close the phone. All right, so I just closed the phone. Usually it will end the phone call right there, but I turned off the option so it don't do that. Also, let me hear a sound difference with me talking on the Flip 4 with it folded. Now I'm still talking on the Flip 4, but I'm talking on the speakerphone with the fan in front of me. So let me know if you hear me, if the fan's too much, because I'm straight in front of the fan right now. All right, wait, hold up a minute. I gotta do it to them. Go crazy, you know what I'm saying? All right, so now we're gonna start off with the things that I like and dislike about the Z Flip 4, and we might as well start off with the things that I don't like about it. So the first one's gonna be, well, how similar it is to the Z Flip 3. This was a minor year upgrade, and we really didn't get anything on here, and Samsung even knows that. Like, they even changed the button layout on the Z Flip 4 so you can't use your old cases from the Flip 3. I tried using the Z Flip 4 case on my Z Flip 3 before I even got the 4, and it didn't even fit because the buttons are like misaligned and all that stuff, and the camera flash. I was just so annoyed when I saw that. Samsung ain't the only company that does this though. Like, Google does it, and I'm pretty sure other companies, but just because Samsung ain't the only one don't mean I don't mind it. You look at the exterior and you see that they're pretty much the same exact phones. Like, you have to look close to see that they're different, but maybe you're like, okay, maybe there's something different on the inside. Nah, not really. Next is no MST. So I know it's been gone since the S21, but I still don't like it. I still use MST, and a lot of places in my city, they got NFC, but it just don't work. I go to the dollar store, sometimes Planet Fitness, and they just don't work. I don't know what's up with it. Next is no DeX support. That's bars right there. But the Flip ain't had DeX support since the Flip first came out, and I don't know what it is to Samsung, but they could at least do the DeX so I can cast it to my Samsung TV. I got like a QLED, a Neo QLED. Literally every other Samsung flagship has it except for the Flip, and I don't know why they don't put it in here. Next is, we still got the old vibration motor from the S10 and basically the cheaper Samsung phones. Again, I don't know what it is to Samsung, but the vibration motor on the Z Fold 4, the Fold 3, the S22 Ultra, all those phones got a way better vibration motor. It's not like that mushy vibration motor, but it's not that taptic vibration motor, if you know what I'm talking about. Next up is the cameras on here is real mid. So like, I already said that the cameras is pretty good, but it's just like, it's not gonna touch something like a Z Fold 4. And that's how it's always been with the Flips here. So I don't know why Samsung's putting this thing in the dirt, but the cameras on the Flips have never really been like that good. Like, the cameras are good, but they could be a lot better, you know what I'm saying? And that goes for the front camera and the back camera. So most phones these days got the 3 cameras because they got the wide, ultra wide, and they got the telephoto, but this just got the ultra wide and wide. Now with that being said, there's still a lot of good to it that I like about it. So first off, I like how this thing is thinner and lighter than the Z Flip 3. So I don't really know if I notice how it's thinner, but I definitely tell that it's lighter, and I can tell that a lot. It doesn't really take away from the build quality. It's just nice to have a lighter phone. But I can kind of notice the thinness too, because like, even with the hinge over here, you can see that it's tucked in more and it's not as pronounced as it is on the Z Flip 3 over here, as you can see. Boom. Look at that. And overall, this thing's pretty compact when you put it in your pocket like this. The next thing that I like about this is all the flex mode stuff on here. So the camera's dope, and like I told you already, I use YouTube all the time in flex mode on my Flip. YouTube is small on it, but at the same time, like, just using it like this on the flex mode, that's so dope in my opinion. Next thing I like about this Flip is that it's just fun to use, you know what I'm saying? Just flipping it open like that and just kind of flexing it around. It's nice using the flex mode features and all that. And if you want to just get a phone where it don't look too, like, you know, just out there, then this is cool. It kind of just look like a regular phone until you do that. Next thing I like about it is that for this type of foldable phone right here, it's honestly a good price tag, like $1,000. I know that's a lot of money, but for this technology, that's good right there. We actually got cheaper from the original Flip and Flip 5G. I think those are like $1,400, and then this was $1,000, and this is still $1,000. Now mine ain't $1,000 because I got the 512 gig, and that was a little bit more money. I don't really remember how much though. But yeah, man, I think this is actually a good price tag for a Flip. So overall, can the Z Flip 4 get my Jennings stamp of approval? Can I recommend it? It's gonna depend. So tell me which one of y'all this is right now. So I got the Flip or the Flip 5G, and I want to go and get me a Flip 4. Should I upgrade? I mean, to be honest with y'all, you should have upgraded when the Flip 3 came out. I don't know what's taking you so long. This is gonna be a huge upgrade coming from the Flip or the Flip 5G. The Flip 4 is honestly a really good phone. The battery life is still trash on these older ones. You got the smaller screen, you don't got no high refresh rate screen and nothing like that. This is gonna be a way bigger upgrade just getting this. All right, that's going all the trouble. If I'm coming from the Flip 3, No, do not do that. You're gonna be looking stupid if you go over here and buy the same exact phone with a new battery. I already stressed this enough in the video if you ain't caught on already. Don't get the Flip 4 if you already got the Flip 3. You might as well just stick with that. The only reason I could justify that is that maybe you're trading this Flip 3 in for 900 bucks. I don't know where you're gonna get that. Maybe the Samsung website with some kind of deal or something, but if you trade it in like for 900 bucks and pay 100 bucks for this, then yeah, sure. Other than that though, I can't see the reason why. Now Latrell, what if I'm coming from one of these foldable phones right here like the Fold 3? My question to you is you dumb? Why would you do that? Okay, don't get offended by that, but at the same time, I feel like the Fold 3 is just like way better than like these flips here, or just like the Fold in general, not specifically the Fold 3. I get it if you want to be more compact, but I really can't see a reason why somebody would switch from a Fold to a Flip. Now Latrell, what if I'm coming from a phone like the S20 Ultra? And again, I would say yeah, but keep in mind, you're not gonna keep your space zoom because this only got like what, 10x zoom or something like that? The S20 Ultra got 100 times zoom, and just going to this, it's gonna be a major downgrade for you, so just keep aware of that. Overall, I feel like the Flip 4 is a good phone. It's just like if you're coming from the Flip 3, it don't make no sense to get the Flip 4. You might as well just stick with the 3. Wait for the Flip 5 to come out, and it should be a way bigger upgrade coming from the Flip 3. Anyway, hopefully I enjoyed this, man. My first foldable review, so we're gonna have more coming soon, like the Fold 4 over here. As you can see, this is my favorite phone so far. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. Having this S Pen case and all that right there, by the way, this S Pen case is so dope, man. Like, this is probably my favorite Samsung case that they ever came out with, because not only does it look good, but it's pretty functional. Like, you can even take this off right here and put the kickstand on or whatever you want to do. And I have to take this off to wireless charge, but I like how easy it is to take off. But this ain't no Fold 4 video. I'm kind of spoiling it right now, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go and give this video a like, and if you really liked it, go and subscribe. But go and follow me on my social media at Tech on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, but Instagram and Twitter is the most active. And I should just say Twitter right now, because like I already told y'all, my other social media got hacked and I don't got access to that right now. So just follow me at Tech on Twitter right now. We'll go ahead and talk on there. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all right now, man. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Flip 4, and like if you got any questions, let me know down there too. But all right, y'all, thanks for watching. Now I'll see you on the next one. Dan, peace out.